Hey everybody, welcome to PBM's Video Entertainment, and welcome back to another episode of PBM's Home Media Reviews, a series to review and talk about movies. And Merry Christmas everyone, because we're going to be talking about Caillou's holiday movie. Guys, come on, I'm joking. I would never review something like that. Anyways, we are reviewing a Christmas movie, but it's not Caillou's holiday movie, I can tell you that. No, we are actually going to be talking about the Tangerine Bear, and this movie was not released into theaters, per se, but I'll explain more on that on the history part. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into the history of the Tangerine Bear. So the Tangerine Bear, based on the 1987 book, is a direct-to-home video Christmas movie, and it was originally released back in November 1st of 2000 on VHS and DVD. And then on November 11th of 2000, it aired on television. And then somewhere around 2005, the DVD copy was re-released. And now we got the history part done. We will now jump into my copy of the Tangerine Bear. Alrighty, we will now jump into my copy of the Tangerine Bear. So far I just have the DVD copy. Yep, this is the standard one from 2000. Anyways, on the top here we have the cast, and of course, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he plays Tangy. And on the front, we have like other characters. Here we have Jack, Bird, and Louis Blue. I think that's the name of the blue monkey. He only appeared in like 5 to 10 minutes in the movie. Then here we have that mermaid clock. I forgot her name, but yeah, she's in it. And then here we have FHE logo right there. And yep, over here we have fully animated, suitable for all ages. So overall, this movie is basically rated G. Here we have the spine. Here we have Tangy, and then Louis Blue and that mermaid. Then scrolling down here we have DVD video logo, FHE logo once again. Then the back, here are the special features. Then here we have the cast. Here we have Mr. Winkle, played by Tom Bosley. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. And then here you have Howie Mandel as Jack, David Hyde Pierce as Bird. Then Jonathan Taylor Thomas plays Tangy. Yeah, Louis Blue. Yeah, I was right. Played by Marlon Wayans. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And then the story is narrated by Trisha Yearwood. And then over here we have includes never before seen footage and one new song. And yeah, here we have the blurb, and here we have a scene from a movie. And then running time, yeah, it's basically 48 minutes long. So yeah. And then here we have like the people that worked on the movie. And yeah, here's a disc. Pretty nice artwork, I gotta say. And here we have the booklet. Here's the same exact front poster art. And then here we have fun teddy bear facts from the Tangerine Bear and his friends. And then here you have chapter index, and I think this page, yeah, talks about like fun facts from your favorite characters. So yeah. Then here at the back, and of course here we have some other movies from FHE. And now we will jump into the menu tour for the Tangerine Bear. Alrighty, here we have the menu tour for the Tangerine Bear. So we have 3 options here. Here we have Play Movie, Scene Index, and Special Features. Let's go to Scene Index like we always do. So this one's pretty interesting because as you can see, here we have, of course, chapters 1 through 4, then you have 5 through 8, 9 through 12, 3 through 16, and 7 and 18. So, for example, if you choose chapters 1 through 4, you can select the chapter right here. And of course, you can go to another scene index menu. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Last but not least, the special features. So here we have the story behind the story, 2 of Tangi's favorite tunes, trailer. I think this is a trailer talking about the Tangerine bear, trivia game, and cast and crew. And that's it for the menu tour for the Tangerine bear. So it's time now to talk about my review and thoughts on today's movie. So let's talk about the story plot first. What is this story basically about? Well, in the beginning we see, of course, the teddy bear factory. Like, we see some teddy bears like getting ready to be shipped out. And then there's like a machine where like it sews the smile on the teddy bear, so that way the teddy bear looks all happy, you know. And then a mouse accidentally knocks over the bear, and so the bear, he has a smile upside down. So yeah, like at parts he's like happy, but he doesn't like show it, if you know what I mean, right? But anyways, once they arrived at the store, so one by one the bears got bought, and then Tangy almost got bought, but nobody wanted that bear, and so the bear was put at a discount table, and he meets like a blue monkey named Louie Blue and a talking doll. So, I mean, well, all the toys talk. This is basically like a Christmas version of Toy Story, if you know what I mean. But anyways, at first, the bear was confused, like, why does nobody want me? Why am I at a discount table? And then he realized that, like, his smile was sewed upside down, and so yeah, so that's why he was going through all this. And then one day, Tangy was taken to a shop called Winkle's, Mr. Winkle's. I forgot the name of the store, but it's Mr. Winkle's store, where he sells like old things that could be useful, if you know what I mean. Like, he sells like old toys and old stuff that could be, yeah. It's kind of like an antique store, if you kind of think it like that. But yeah. And along the way, he meets a friendly Jack-in-the-Box, a cuckoo clock bird, and a mermaid who eventually got bought. And of course, there was a dog named Virgil. I think that's the name of the dog. Mr. Winkle's dog, yeah. And at first he was like mean and all that stuff, but one day like Virgil was like stuck out in the freezing cold weather, and so Tangy and his new friends like helped Virgil like get back home safe and sound, and yeah, they all became good friends. And anyways, and now Tangy, he was trying to, like, he wanted to be sold and bought by a customer, and meanwhile, with like the Winkle store, like they got to make some money in order for them to like keep the store and to keep their home and stuff like that. And so Tangy and his friends like deck the halls, like put up garlands and put up a Christmas tree and put up lights and all that stuff. And yeah. And so, and that entertained like customers. They're like, ooh, this looks cool and that looks cool, you know? So then going further, like at the end of the film, Tenji was like, he thought he was going to be bought by a gentleman, but then Mr. Winkle tells him that like he wasn't for sale or something like that. And then the gentleman understood, and he tells Mr. Winkle that the store is nice and he's gonna come back with his friends, and so yeah, and so yeah, I think ever since then, Mr. Winkle, like, of course, kept his store and kept his home. So anyways, what do I think of the story plot? Well, first off, let me talk about how the bear became the Tangerine Bear. Well, basically, like, I think it was like during the summer, like, Tangy used to be like brown, and now he was like sun faded, so he became like tangerine, stuff like that. And so that's how the bear became the Tangerine Bear, or Tangy for short. Anyways, now let's talk about the story plot. So, what is this? I'm sorry. Ugh. I can't even speak. Basically, the point is, what do I think of the story plot? The story plot, I thought was good. Yeah, I thought they did a really good job with this, with the story plot. Yeah. Now let's talk about the characters. So, of course, we have Tangy. At first, I was surprised that Jonathan Taylor Thomas voiced him because if some of you don't know who he is, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he also voiced young Simba from The Lion King, which I gotta say, that's pretty cool since, since of course I grew up with Lion King, and of course I grew up with this movie, but I'll talk about more on that later on. Let's see, the character's pretty good. I love Jack. Jack, he's hilarious in my honest opinion. I do like Louie Blue, for sure. Even though we only saw him for like 5 to 10 minutes, and that's it. Yeah. But anyways, overall the characters in this film are pretty good, and yeah, I think they had the charm of in this film and stuff like that. Anyways, let's talk about the animation. The animation looks pretty good. Not bad. Not bad for a direct-to-home video movie. Yeah. So yeah, overall, the animation is pretty good. And let's talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack it's really good. Like, there was like 1 or 2 songs I thought were okay, but I think if I had to pick like 2 favorites, I like that Smile song, which took place at the discount table, and then the other was like the song that played in the opening and at the end credits scene. Don't remember what it's called, but yeah, that song was really good. And now onto my final thoughts. So overall, do I recommend the Tangerine Bear? Well, I understand this is a kid's movie and it's basically G-rated, but well, as a kid, I grew up with this movie. I think I've watched it on VHS so many times, like back in like 1st grade and stuff like that. But yeah, and looking at back now as an adult, I still think they did pretty good on the story and the characters and everything. Yeah, I still think it's a pretty good film, and I think Jonathan Taylor Thomas did a fantastic job in this film. And one thing I want to point out at the end of the film, one thing I forgot to mention is that Tangy realized that his home is with his like he basically found his new home already with his like new friends and Mr. Winkle and his shop and everything. So yeah, I really like the ending, and at the end I saw him smiling, which is it's really beautiful. But anyways, well, if you haven't seen this film, and if you're looking to watch like other Christmas movies, like animated Christmas films, stuff like that, let me just say, just watch this one once and see how you feel about it, And then after that, you have 2 options. You could either, option A, try to sell or return your copy if you don't like it. But if you actually like this movie, keep it around. Yeah. So anyways, that's going to do it for me, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Happy holidays.